Hey, what's up, guys? Tastosis here, and we are actually, yes, thank you. I appreciate that. We are in the middle of a game right now. Slivko against Elfi. Bit of PvZ. Pretty epic so far. We're going to go ahead and throw that up on screen for you and kind of catch you guys up to date. Artosis, what do they need to know?
Well, in game number 1, we did see Slivko get to about 180 supply in a standard ZVP style on Daybreak. And Elfi hit the 3 Immortal, like 10-ish Century timing push around then, and actually just demolished the entire army of Slivko. So Slivko did lose game number 1. Elfi hit a very sharp 2-base all-in and just cleaned him up. So here, we're jumping right into game number 2. And this is pretty standard Elfi for this matchup. You know, he's going for some Phoenixes, he's going up to Colossi, and just doing some harassment while taking that 3rd base.
Yeah, just some standard Phoenix openings here. He is going to try to take the 3rd base over here in the bottom left while making sure the Phoenixes are keeping the Zerg fairly occupied. So far, Slivko, not the best creep spread here, but we're still pretty early on. There's some fungal growth on these Phoenixes. If he gets a few more fungals up, it could be pretty troubling. Trying to pick up some infestors. Now 3 fungals here. And
that's a lot of queens.
That's a lot of queens, but that's also a lot of Phoenixes that were picked off there. So
that's right.
He doesn't really have that Phoenix staple to keep him inside the base.
You know what's really interesting here is how quickly this hive is coming this game. You don't really see this quick of a hive a lot of the time, but he's decided that, okay, you know what, Hive Tech is going to be a really good choice here. But the Spire's a little bit late. I don't think there's any reason for him to go Ultra, obviously. He already has Immortals out. He has just a completely fine composition against Ultra. So this looks like it has to be Broodlord, but the Spire not really lining up with the Hive. So could be a little bit tough for Slivko to get to exactly the tech he wants before Elfi hits.
Do you feel like he's a little bit off rhythm here?
I do feel like that, and I think that's what Elfi does to you. He throws you a bit off rhythm.
You know, it's kind of funny because Phoenix is going to do that to you as well. He just can throw you off so much. We have the Observer over here now scouting that new 4th base. By the way, Slivko at 160 supply to the 118 here of Elfi. So Slivko does have a substantial amount of units out. Creep spread over here, though, not that good. Only real rate for the Zerg to engage would be down this path over here. So I assume Elfi's going to avoid that, although, as you said, Artosis, Elfi, a fairly unpredictable player.
That's right. Well, we do have the Fleet Beacon on the way for Elfi right now. You know, if he doesn't kill you with 2-base timing, he just wants to vortex everything, throw a bunch of Archons in there, Tasteless.
So he is basically waiting for the mothership. Like the previous game, he's going to turtle it out, he's going to max out, and he's banking on the fact that the Zerg is going to try to get Broodlords here, but as I say that, kind of odd, he's going for that while attacking, unusual.
No, it's a small little army that he's out there with. He's got to be really careful, because if Slivko kills something like this off, then Elfi's not going to be able to replace it.
Yeah, I feel like, we talk about this sometimes, Artosis, where we see somebody doing 2 things at once. Well, I think that's what we just saw here.
Yeah.
Now the question is, can he actually hold up an attack over here?
The Lings alone might be enough. Some great fungal growths going up. The Roach is coming up as well. The Colossi actually doing a great job, but is there enough? Yeah, he takes it all down. And in the meantime, we do have a Warp Prism in the main base. Zealot's going in, but it looks like the important tech isn't even here.
Yeah, and he's going to go up here and try to save the main. And this is really bad news here for Slivko for the time being, but he's going to clean this up, no problem. And as these Zealots are cleaned up, let's touch back on what we were talking about with Elfi. You cannot, where's that Fleet Beacon? It was somewhere in the main.
There it is. There it is. It looks like a sentry, but it's a building.
There it is. It looks like a big sentry. Thank you, Artosis.
Yeah.
You can't get a Fleet Beacon, tech to Mothership, and attack at the same time. So if I'm Protoss, I'm going to say, you know what? I'll give you a free Nexus if I can actually just kill your entire army up. That's fine with me. And that's exactly what happened to Elfi. And now I feel like Elfi in a really bad position here. Right now, if I was Slivko, I'd just take this base over here.
Yeah, well, we will see, man. He is running around. We do have another Warp Prism coming in. Can he get some damage done with these Zealots? Immediate targeting of that Warp Prism with the 2 Queens. Good job here. And he does want to take that out if he can. Looks like he will not be able to.
He just doesn't want to lose any Queens, it looks like. Fungal with the Queens here. Actually, not even fungal. No fungal necessary, folks. He goes and takes that out.
Well, we do have Broodlords on the way now, Tasteless. They're just now popping out, but he lost all of his expensive gas units. You know, he lost the Immortals, the Sentries, and the Colossi, so he's trying to replace those and have units that pair well with Mothership, which is just not working out well for him. He's just making a few Archons here and there, so Losing that one army for Elfi, I think, was worse than killing the base that he killed for Slivko.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. So, now we got a Zerg that's almost maxed out with a Protoss. He lost the 2 Colossi. He lost the sentries there, too. In fact, let me check the unit count here. There's not even a sentry out right now. Not the force fields are the most impactful thing, but still, it's not.
Well, you want to have, at least a sentry with your army, if for nothing else than Guardian Shield. But,
yeah.
I feel like Slivko is going to get to this scary, scary army that he's so good with, just a lot of Broodlords, some Infestors, and whatever Corruptor count he really needs. Because when he gets there, it's so hard to kill him. Elfi's really going to have to rely on his mothership.
All right, he's dropping out now. No way in hell is this going to work. He's got to pick up and leave one Zealot taken out. Now, I got to be critical here, Slivko. The creep spread here is very lackluster. It seems to have only been pointed this way. No, the entire left half of the map, there's really no creep there at all, and there's really no excuse for that. Granted, that was probably pretty jarring to have that third base taken out. This is his moment to take the map. Now it's almost too late. He's going to end up moving out here with this army of Elfi's. Now, Elfi's army is essentially weaker than Slivko's, but all he has to do is get one Vortex off on all of these Broodlords, as we've seen a lot in this tournament. Then you send the Archons inside the Vortex with the Broodlords. The flying units are stacked up because that's the way the animation works. Archons do splash damage. They hit all the Broodlords at once. Everything dies.
Yeah, exactly, Tasteless. And we'll see if he can get that done. I love that he's taking the 4th base right now, setting up some defensive cannons as well, and just kind of stabilizing. That's what he needs to do. But look at this. The War Prism finally coming in useful, going after this hatchery of Slivko. He really does need that 5th base.
All right, Link's coming in here now, taking out these Zealots. And we'll see. It looks like not too impactful there. Did damage the hatch, but that's going to heal over time. Well, Zerg's going to enter the hard part of this game, because after you take this, where the hell are you going to expand? Are you going to expand over here? Not very likely. You could put a pylon, right around here and just warp stuff in from there. There's so many things you could do. So I'm going to say right now, I think he's going to have to, win this battle up here and then take out the 4th, or he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, let's see. It's all going to come down to, do Vortexes actually get off? We do have Neural Parasite here for our Zerg player. As we saw in Elfi's last series, he sometimes does get that knurled mothership. Can Slivko actually do that, though? Very similar in supply, these two are.
A little intense here. Oh. Is he going to get it? Oh, my God. How could Elfi be so irresponsible?
And oh, wow. I'm really surprised he didn't knurl that.
I know.
Incredibly surprised he did not neural parasite that.
You got to say I'm a little bit shocked to see Elfi with the mothership actually lagging behind like that.
Yeah, he just got off scot-free. He could have knurled that, brought it back, killed it so simply.
And then from there, possibly push it to this base, or with the Broodlords.
Yeah, I mean, once you don't have the mothership, with this many Infestors and Broodlords, you can push in there, fungal all the Stalkers and Archons, and just go to town. That was a big mistake by Slivko. I think he thought that Elfi was so out of it maybe that he could just kill that for free without using 100 energy, but that's a bit irresponsible.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Now, with the mothership here, she does have enough energy for a Vortex, so we could have another engagement over here. He needs to spread these Broodlords. This could be bad.
Well, man, I mean, this Vortex, this is what it's all going to come down to. Can he get that off?
All right, he's going to try to come in here for a snipe.
He's got to be careful.
I would Vortex
that in 1 second, man. Just kill that right off. Anything that you can Vortex is great. Then you can just run away for a bit. So here we go. It looks like Elfi pushing forward. And Slivko, if he wants to push this, he really needs to bring his spine crawlers down. This is a little bit too scary to... I mean, he doesn't really have anything underneath. He'd have to have perfect fungals over and over and over to actually defeat that army.
All right, he's moving out again on the creep. This is dangerous with the mothership because he can see exactly where everything is for the time being as he goes over the creep tumors. But he wants to get this base here. This could be bad, though, for the Protoss. Not the best location to engage. Zerg can come in here from the side.
That's right, especially with those spine crawlers there. But he is walking down the ramp now. Can Elfi get the actual engagement that he wants? A nice fungal going down, but some of these getting picked off. And now we're going to see, does the Vortex come out? Not quite yet.
Well, losing a lot of Corruptors.
Yeah.
Did not take out the space. Now blinking forward, taking out Overseers.
Well, he's going to have to get some fungals down, and some fungals down they do go. Some really nice damage from these Broodlords, and a neural parasite. Beautifully done, sucking the army into that vortex, and now he's going to go ahead and kill the mothership as well. Oh.
And
some
he
of those
just
will
take
go
it
in.
out. Now he needs to get into position here.
He's got to be careful. There's Archons in there.
Those Broodlords over that. The Broodlords are a little bit too close here, but it looks like with the fungals and the Broodlings, it's just going to be too much damage here. He's on the run. He's retreating. Next move for Zerg is to attack over here.
Well, we'll see if Elfi can actually hold on. He's remaking his mothership. He still has a good amount of Archons and Colossi, as well as a pretty good amount of Stalkers. But the lead is definitely in Slivko's favor. But he has to either kill the 4th or take a 5th. And really, he should be doing both right now. He has enough money to do this.
All right, he's moving out now. Pushing Elfi down a little bit further. He may go here. I guess he might even attack down towards the heart of the base, try to take out the tech structures. That's normally more common to do against Terrans with Broodlords. All right, here we go. Fungals thrown down here. Broodling spilling out.
That is a lot of Corruptors up there. Should try to use a few Corruptions. Look at this. Utilizing those, oh my god, the Changelings just blocking everything from walking forward. I love it. A blink in, and some Queens are now here for a transfusion. This is actually a crazy battle, but the Broodlord count is too high for right now, and Elfi has to back up.
All right, the Broodlords are closing in. We got a lot of Queens here to transfuse. He's going to repair his army and close in here, and I do not think he's going to have the adequate amount of units here to hold this off. Even if the mothership comes out, I mean, is he going to be able to get a vortex off in time? I don't know.
Well, he has to work up that energy first, so I think you're right, Tasis. This is just, he's fighting against the clock, and there's not much time left in it.
All right, closing in here. He's going to carve open an entrance into the Protoss' base, throwing down a few infested Terrans, anything to do some extra damage. Corruptors surveying the area, trying to get ready to hit Colossus over here that's going to pop out of that Robo Bay. And look, how many Broodlords is this? What is it, 18? Jesus, man.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Right, he's going to go for the kill here. All these Corruptors have to do is kill off that mothership, and they do. Goodbye.
And
GG.
that is just too much. Elfi loses that game, and now it's tied up. Slivko versus Elfi 1-1. Both these guys have to win here.
You know, I get it. I get Elfi's style. He wants to get those that mothership out. He wants to take it to a specific. It's actually a time even to the end game. He can do whatever he wants. He can basically play single player until the mothership comes out. Then he just plays a position game, moving around the map until eventually he sees the Broodlords or a big chunk of the army all together, sucks it in. Unfortunately, his mothership control is actually not that impeccable.
Yeah, absolutely, Tasis. Well,
it's been troublesome.
We'll see. I'm not sure exactly who's going to end up taking it, but we're going to throw it back to Day 9 and Kalaris.
Amazing.